Uber urges Hong Kong government to rethink clampdown, claiming the move would put livelihoods of 14,000 drivers at risk. Uber is already illegal in Hong Kong, but is still hugely popular in the city. So Uber has urged officials to rethink increasing punishments for illegal rides, warning the livelihoods of its 14,000 drivers would be at stake if the government insisted on cracking down on the business. The ride-sharing firm's plea came after Chief Executive Carrie Lam Cheng Yuanghua said in her policy address on Wednesday that the Transport and Housing Bureau was preparing legislative amendments on increasing the penalties for illegal carriage of passengers for reward and other malpractices of taxi service to protect the interests of the passengers. Lam pledged to make a greater effort to improve the quality of Hong Kong's taxi service in conjunction with the industry, including using technology and organizing commendation schemes as ways of getting drivers to improve. A government source said there were no plans to legalize Uber's service despite its popularity in Hong Kong. Despite operating in the city for 6 years, Uber rides are deemed illegal without a hire car permit, and the firm has faced strong resistance from the taxi industry and its 18,163 licensed cabs. The company has been calling for a partnership with the Hong Kong government to address the city's mobility future and allow it to operate legally, but officials have stood firm on cracking down on the service with proposed increases in penalties for drivers caught providing illegal rides. In a Legislative Council paper last year, the government proposed doubling the maximum fine for first-time offenders to 10,000 Hong Kong dollars with a fine of 25,000 Hong Kong dollars, that's $3,200 for subsequent convictions, and lengthening the suspension of the vehicle license from 3 months to 6 months. So they're basically driving illegally in Hong Kong. I mean, there are going to be consequences, no doubt about it. Huge shout out to Cova, my sponsor. You get 1 month free. Follow the link below. It starts at $7 a month. It is the gig protection plan for gig companies, for drivers, for delivery workers, 24/7 health service, sick leave, pay time off, automatic mileage tracking, legal protection. With legal protection, they have a legal arm called LegalRideshare.com from Chicago. They will send out a legal letter if you get wrongfully terminated or deactivated. Another reason to make a note of this company, LegalRideshare, if you get into a car accident, if you are injured, if your riders are injured, if you have car property damage or any wage losses because of this injury, they will handle the entire insurance claim process for you. Again, check the link below and do leave your comments, especially if you are affected by this in Hong Kong.